Alright guys, welcome back. And so if you guys remember, if I remember from the last video, I cleaned up my work area. It's the next day, and I'm going to reattach his hands, arms, I guess. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the arm that I was working on previously. Hopefully this will be easier than last night, because last night I struggled with it quite a bit and it kept not working. Alright, adding glue to the actual whole piece thing, and I'm going to connect it in now. Smoothing it on. Okay, now I'm just going to carefully add a layer like that. Carefully smooth it on. Alright guys, welcome back, and, sorry, I, was taking a little time to, I had to go somewhere, and then, also, I got a few things done right before I just started recording right now, off camera, and the first one is, I, went ahead and I reattached his arm, his one arm. As you can see, there's still quite a bit of hot glue there, but it's hardly noticeable, and I don't think it's a huge issue. I might, when it's completely dry, and I'm sure that it's not gonna, like, fall off again, I may take a knife and carefully remove some of the, hot glue chunks after it dries. I know it'll be a little bit tough to do, but, I'm thinking it's probably easier to do that than to risk having it fall off again, because it took me an hour to get it back on. And the only other thing I did was with his, the door in which you put his battery, the battery compartment door thingy. There was, like I said, there's still some super glue. There was still some form of glue on his, on his, like, the slot door, so it was, you know, it's kind of been preventing him from it closing properly. And so I went ahead and I removed a little bit more of it, and it should work a tiny bit better. It's probably still not going to be awesome, but it should hold better than it did when I took him out of the box. And, yeah, but it's been a few hours, so the glue was pretty solid on parts of his arm, but it still didn't, it didn't stay on perfectly. So we are almost done with pretty much all of his visual repairs. As you guys can see, the final step will be to, first of all, is adding a new glue stick. We're gonna fix up his other arm, which, if you guys remember from, like, I'm assuming if I did the editing right a few minutes ago, or, yeah, a few minutes ago, even though it was, like, you know, since last night, my dad helped me get, get this, this arm. I'm gonna call these arm brackets, even though that's not what they are. Then, there are a few holes in his shoulder that my grandma put in, you know, to keep his arms on, that I'm going to repair. I'm gonna patch up a few holes. You can see that there's one that the light's shining through. It's like right here. we're just going to, well, clean off the tip of the hot glue gun first. And then, oops, I'm going to place just it right here. And I'm going to just smooth it over a little bit. And just rub off most of it. And then do it one more time. Hopefully that'll seal it up. Let it dry for 10 seconds. Alright, it's had long enough to dry, so now I'm going to just push it down and then smear it on. There we go. It's still visible, but it's no longer like it's now got like a little light cover piece of hot glue over it, just to seal it up. Hopefully that'll be okay. So then I believe he's got another one on the top. All right. So as I was saying, I'm going to patch up this hole in his shoulder right here, simply by doing the process I've already done, holding it on there for a second or two, and then taking most of it off. And then clearing it off. Okay, just do it one more time. Hold it down for a little bit, and then take off the extra. There we go. So that is now sealed up. Both of those holes have just a little hot glue on them to seal them up. Now we should be just about ready to reattach his arm. Alright guys, it is time to reattach his arm and hand. I believe this is solid enough. Just gotta be careful when guiding it in. Hey guys, not sure if I edited certain parts out, but I was struggling quite a bit to get this arm in here, and so basically, you know, I think I got it attached in pretty good, but I don't want to risk it just yet, because with this arm, as you can see, I mean, it looks okay. Obviously there is some hot glue there, but you know, if I really needed to, it is possible to get the hot glue off. But what I'm gonna do is, it takes a little bit to actually fully solidify and become, like, you know, solid enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this to you know, do its thing, solidify a little bit. Hopefully I'm going to clean up, I'm gonna have supper, and when I get back, hopefully it'll be solid enough. I do know, however, that the other arm, it got a couple hours of time to solidify. This thing will get it about an hour at most, which I feel like is probably plenty of time, actually, even though, you know, it's way less than you know, the other one, but I think it'll still probably work. Anyway guys, I'll be back eventually. Alright guys, I am back, and this thing has been gluing for maybe about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So this thing is on here about as solid as it's probably gonna get. So we're gonna try to reattach. I'm going to now attempt to reattach. Anyway guys, we are going to attempt to reconnect his arm to his shoulder. And as you guys can see, this thing is pretty solid now for the most part. So let's just go and see what happens. Yes! Guys, we got it. We got the final arm piece in. It is not broken. We did it. It's a success. I'm going to show you guys how he looks when he's hung up. So, yeah, guys, we finally did it. Wait, guys, I'm really excited because I finally got him together in one piece. As you can see, he looks awesome. I think that looks really cool. I like the way that it looks. It's awesome. You know, he looked cool to begin with, but now that he's in one piece, he just looks super cool. So I'm going to show you guys what he looks like when he's hung up. So, yeah. Alright, guys, here he is. Put back together. He looks awesome, guys. He's so cool. I like how vintage he is. You know, his face is very unique. I believe his certain body parts and limbs, correct me if I'm wrong, are actually used on skeletons that still are being sold and skeletons that exist today. So, so please let me know if they do and if that's possible. True, I could have bought some replacement parts I did see from, like, a different type of skeleton and put them on here, and just replaced it all together, which would have been so much easier, but at the same time, they aren't the original parts, and I feel like that's kind of like, you know, dropping the value, and, it wouldn't honestly be a full skeleton, you know, because it's several parts. So, I think it's more satisfying, and it's cool that I was able to get him actually all back together. Unfortunately, he does not shake. I've yet to decide what to do about that, but I think I can, but I do think it's possible that I might fix him, but I'm not sure because there is a seal I would have to break, and I'm not sure if I'm willing to do that. You guys tell me, you collectors, tell me what the best choice would be to do, but I say when in doubt, I'm going to just leave it as is for now, you know, because, I mean, sure, it might not have been the smartest idea to try to put them back together, but I think since it was successful, I don't think it's going to be a big deal, you know, because the repairs were necessary, so you know, so I think it was a good choice to do at least those visual, repairs. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Not sure how long it's going to be, because a lot of the footage may have been deleted due to the fact that I got nothing done in certain ones because I was struggling, but I'm so glad I finally got it to go. So anyway, guys, that's about it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.